Let's have a tour, shall we? Brian Lebo here, and I am really excited to show you this home today. Now, last week we saw one of Christopher Home's townhomes. This is one of their flagship larger homes, so this one's special. So come follow me. One, I just love that we're at the end of the cul-de-sac. You're on top of a cliff. There's no one here, no one behind you. Really, really amazing lot. All right, now that is your front door for security purposes, because obviously we have a glass front entry. You don't want people looking in. Very purple, very purple. All right, come inside and let's check out this property. Again, this is a really, really cool one. I am so excited to show you. All right, now, first off, let's discuss the flooring as we work towards the kitchen. The flooring is my style of flooring. We have 24 by 48 inch stacked floor. Very much looks and replicates concrete. I love it. It really gives it that modern industrial design. But like we always do, let's start off with the kitchen first. So here we are in the kitchen, and this has become kind of like the Christopher Home's flagship style. So where we've seen a million waterfall islands, this one's a little bit different. So this is more for an accent. So you kind of have a double island. This is elevated. If you did have bar stools, it's kind of a nice seating position. But the fabrication was wonderful. Great job with this marble. Great mitered edge. All the way around, fantastic quality like Christopher Home's typically does. Now it's offset by a very dark gray quartz counter surface. And then of course we have a walnut veneer cabinetry all throughout the kitchen. So let's check out a little bit more of this. Now, on the island side of the kitchen here, we have the same walnut cabinetry we discussed before. Here, we just have normal cabinetry, sink, and then over here, we have a dedicated area for your trash cans, recycling, and regular, very nice. The last one is at the very end. And then of course, let's talk dishwashers. If you watch me, you know my penchant for being critical on dishwashers. We have a full Bosch appliance package, but unfortunately we just have one dishwasher. For almost $4 million, that would have been nice to have two dishwashers, but I digress. Now let's focus on this side. Now on this side, we have tons of cabinetry, as you can see, but let's talk about this backsplash first. This is really a unique utilization of this as a backsplash. So here we have kind of an antiqued black mirrored finish for these glass bricks that are stacked in the formation. Very cool. Even though it's like an antique look, it looks very modern. You guys tell me what you think. I think it's kind of cool and ties this whole concept. Much of what you're going to see in this house are very dark, rich colors, which is kind of the opposite of what we've been seeing normally. Now, one divisive thing, again, because these are glass, and to keep the backsplash a nice clean look, they opted to put a counter surface mount for the electrical. So here you can see these deploy and pop up. It gives it kind of a cleaner look for the backsplash, but this is where Ashley and I were divided. I prefer them on the walls so that way you don't have this cluttered counter space, especially when you have other appliances. She likes that. You guys tell me, what do you think? Leave your comments below. All right, now coming over, we have the 36-inch cooktop by Bosch. Same problem we had in the last one, if you saw that episode. The problem is, while I love these open shelves, I love the modern look, we've got a 36-inch cooktop, but we don't have a 36-inch ventilation hood. Instead, we have this deploying vent. So it works, but it doesn't work incredibly well. And if you're really cooking, if you're frying anything, you're gonna end up with grease stains and a lot of sticky parts up here. So that's the only functional part that I don't love, but aesthetically, divine. All right, so we've seen most of this countertop space, most of this kitchen. Let's get over to this area. Now this, I'm almost positive, was originally an option from Christopher Home's to be your espresso maker. So you could have your Miele espresso maker. Here, you know, it's just extra storage space. It is nice that they put a granite or quartz counter surface in there, but because we have such custom paneled cabinetry, we can have a custom paneled refrigerator. So here we have our Bosch refrigeration, a little bit tight on the freezer side, but as you'll see, we have ample other areas, but very lovely use of the cabinetry for your refrigeration. Now let's check out this pantry area, because this is interesting. Now, just like we saw in the other one, we have the Bosch system. So we have built-in microwave and one single oven. One issue was in the last home, it was a 2-bedroom, more of a bachelor pad, much smaller. So you're not entertaining a lot of people. This is a much different property. This is almost 5,000 square feet, $4 million. I could care less about 2 ovens, but this is more of an entertaining home. Might have been cool to have another single oven built in underneath the cooktop, so at least you have 2 ovens. You have a little bit of space here, little countertop, but come in this way. This is kind of interesting. I love that it's modern, don't know the practical use. Here you have a very small pantry, but the problem is if you have dog food, if you want to hide a trash can, there's not a lot of room. So this is a minimal design home and a minimal pantry as well. So keep that part in mind. All right, now let's see the rest of this living space. We're gonna start over here at the dry bar. If it had a sink, it would be a wet bar, but instead it's gonna be a dry bar. Now over here on the left side, we have Thermador refrigeration, super nice, very expensive, custom paneling with the glass. Let's just say this is for your red wine. Then you have the matching one over here. I'm a man of symmetry. I love the fact that it's symmetrical. Thank you for doing 2. You can see here, this is the same illumination that we have in the kitchen. We just couldn't get those to activate. We have the same opposing backsplash that we had over in the kitchen backsplash. And then instead of having a brushed nickel deploying electrical outlet, here it's black. So same kind of idea, same dark counter surface in the quartz. And then over here, we have refrigeration, so if you want additional drinks, you can put them over here. And then kind of neat, we have a built-in ice maker over here as well. So again, this is more of an entertaining, fun house, especially when we get upstairs. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, let's talk about this. This is the whole reason you bought this house, because over here is completely private. We have a canyon. Over here, I see a sprinkling of homes that are custom homes, 10 million plus. And below us are other homes, and they can't even see up here. So you have unobstructed, beautiful views. We can see the entire Eastern Valley, but we'll get to more of that when we cover the outside. In the meantime, we do have these sliders. They're not pockets, but these are almost about 15 feet. This one's a little bit shorter than that one, but you get the idea. It's a beautiful day. We've got them open. It's great. Now, one thing that I wanted to discuss that you wouldn't notice is because these are all modern, everyone goes with automatic deploying solar shades. So if you notice up here, there's a little bit of a drop down from the ceiling, and that's designed to hide the mechanical system for the shades. And at the end over there and at the end over here, we have electrical outlets. So this is literally plumbed and ready to roll for that. Now, let's talk about this media wall. Sensational, and there's a few things. One, this is a slab of porcelain. So porcelain is more designed for shower surrounds, aesthetic decorative walls like this, not so much for kitchens. We've seen it done before, but it's very delicate. I wouldn't recommend it, but here it's a knockout. Obviously, you have your controls for your television display. We have a 72-inch electrical fireplace, but the one other thing I wanted to discuss was 99% of the time, you'll see at the edge here a Schluter. We'll see that more so in the bedroom, but here they did an unbelievable, perfect fabrication job, perfect 45-degree mitered edge. Again, these are the details that you only notice in person, but that requires tremendous craftsmanship. They didn't do that in the bedroom because it's a lot more difficult, and you'll see in a moment why it became more difficult. Now that we've seen this place, let's pivot over here to the right and let's check out the primary suite. Now, all of the bedrooms are all downstairs, and this is towards the back of the house, just like we were. Now, another of note, all the doors are solid core doors, so much heavier, much better quality. All right, coming over in this direction, we have a 15-foot slider, and how awesome. It goes right into the jacuzzi, so perfect from the bed to the jacuzzi to the shower. From the window to the wall, you know where I'm going with it. All right, now we have custom built-ins here. So we have a lovely walnut counter surface, matte finish cabinets, floating shelves, and again, we have downward facing LED illumination here and on that side. And again, thank you so much for the symmetry. Like we just discussed, We have the same drop down from the ceiling with electrical outlets so that this can be situated with a solar shade automatic. And one of the things we're gonna discuss, if you saw the last one, we talked about it there, don't understand why Christopher is doing this, but instead of having normal ceiling trays that we've seen that are like, I would say they're normally about 2 inches, to just give a sense of relief, here they just kind of slap drywall slabs. It's just a little bit weird to do for ceiling trays. Honestly, it probably wasn't worth the money. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it is what it is. Now, here we've seen a million times, 3D tile, very nice, starting to get a little long in the tooth. I still like it, but over here on the edge, you'll notice that they used a Schluter. And the reason is because this is a 3D tile, so this is so brutally difficult to miter the edges. I've done it before, but you need such an amazing fabricator. You're just gonna end up losing tiles right and left. It still looks great, but that makes that even more special from what we just saw at the media wall there. Again, we have a 60-inch electric fireplace, very nice, very nice. But let's talk about this. I'm gonna run around this way. Let's talk about this. Now, we saw this in the other home, and the more and more time that we see this, Ashley and I are both trying to wrap our heads around it, and it's just rough. Very cool that it's a hydro system. We love the soaking tub. Very interesting. The other home, they made more of a showpiece by making an accent wall out of this. You know, they had some blue wallpaper. The biggest problem is functionality. While this is cool, one of the things that's amazing about this bathroom is we have a massive, like 6-foot long skylight. All this natural light is great, except when you're sleeping where Ashley is and someone wants to use the bathroom, all this light is gonna be transferred. So the only thing you can do is maybe put curtains here. You're not gonna wall it in. You also have this area over here. Such a weird design feature. I can't wrap my head around it. It looks amazing, but guys, tell me, what do you think? Is it worth this implementation? Do you love it that much, or is this just completely bat you know what? All right, now let's actually check out the bathroom now that we've seen our weird tub situation. Now we have a floating vanity, we have downward illumination, we have a nice matte finish. This is the full Scarface package. I don't know how else to explain it, but this is like the full Scarface package. So we have a black quartz countertop, you know, little white striations going in there. We've got black tile, black sink. Instead of the chrome, more elegant mirror that we saw in the last one, this one's a brush nickel, okay? This is basically hiding the wires for the wall sconces. Obviously, this would look a billion times better. Instead of like reverse Mickey Mouse ears over here, we would have some really nice wall sconces. Use your imagination. But if you like the Scarface look and you know, you wanna harness your inner Tony Montana, you got it right here, man. Okay, now let's talk about this shower. Really, really elegant. I love that they actually brought the material outside to frame the shower. What a grand entry. But let's go in, let's check this out. All right, first of all, talk about the door. I like the fact that they brought the door all the way to the top, so this will kind of keep more steam in. The last one had about a foot of a gap. I think this is a better way to go, or at least keep it low and have an articulating glass to allow steam in or out. Really cool. But this is such an elegant floor. One, the floor from the bathroom is seamless into the shower, perfect level. But I love the tile, how it glistens and the way the light reflects. It's really cool. It's almost like being in a club. It's kind of weird. But we have beautiful, beautiful, I believe this is porcelain slabs. Really nice. Again, very heavy on the dark colors. It's very dungeness in here, but we've got really, really cool shower. So we have a shower head here, shower head here. We have a wand select over here, seating, and this is one of the cooler shower heads. Ashley and I were talking about it. Just flush with the ceiling. Really, really neat, inconspicuous. This is a wonderful shower. I absolutely love it. To each his own on the dark, but very nice. Now this is kind of funny. We have our makeup vanity, just no mirror. kind of could use a mirror if you're putting makeup on, or maybe you're just a dude and you don't need makeup and you don't need to look at yourself. Seems weird. Yeah, we need a mirror there. Now, one other thing we're going to discuss is almost the entire house has these really, really cool electric outlets for the light switches. I've seen every iteration of dimmer switch. I've seen knurled metal ones. Awesome. This is cool because this is functional. These outlets have the ability to be back illuminated and they're labeled. So one says vanity, one says cabinets, one says hallway, one says mirror, one says shower. You know the switch that you're hitting right there. And it also keeps you from having a panel this wide and having to label all of them. Just well thought out. There's a lot of electrical issues in this house that are wonderfully sublime, well thought. All right, here, normally I wouldn't show you the toilet, but here, check this out, check this out. Let's see if we can catch it. Ready? Come on. How cool is that? I'm a simple man, simple pleasures. But you have a top of the line Kohler toilet. Check it out. We can even flush. Oh, you don't want to hit that button. Well, just believe me. Just believe me. It flushes. And you can have an LCD screen. It's pretty cool. It does a bunch of other things that we won't discuss too. It's really fun. All right. We have just a little cabinet here for linens, your towels, but check out this closet. Unlike the other closet that was a little small, this is freaking awesome. So we have custom cabinetry throughout this entire closet. I mean, this closet costs as much as some condos. So again, we have a 6-foot skylight for some natural light. We even have surround sound in the closet here. Don't know too many closets that have surround sound in it. We have this massive island. Again, I mean, just look around. This is awesome. All right. Now, one of the best parts of this closet is the fact that you can leave the closet and come right into the laundry room. So this brings us right into the laundry room and down this hallway, which we'll see later. This hallway leads us right back to the front of the house. So over here, we have our washer dryer hookups. Pretty simple. There's no washer dryer, nothing to look at. Over here, it gets kind of interesting. So we have a decorative backsplash, a little rustic looking. If you noticed, the flooring in the laundry room here is different. I prefer uniform flooring throughout, which you'll see the bedrooms and den still have the same concrete flooring that we saw in the entry. Part of the reason maybe I love these cabinets, it's interesting. You guys tell me what you think. This looks like concrete, the veneer. And I think if you had the concrete floors coming in here matching these lower cabinets, that's when you really start to have issues because those two textures tend to clash. So I'm guessing that's why they went with a different flooring here. All right, we have seen all this. Let's go back to where we started and then see the front of the house. Okay, now we're kind of back to where we started. So over here to your left, that was the front door that we came in, and that way is the kitchen and the family room. So let's come down this direction. This is towards the front of the house. Now here we have the powder bathroom for guests. We have a regular toilet. It's not exciting. But here we have a matte finish quartz countertop, floating cabinets. This is controversial. Not my style, but I kind of like it. It's almost like a mirrored bronze tile. This is more of like a 12-inch by 36-inch, but it's really unique where it has almost looks like paint's been splotted on there. Kind of a gothic look. I like it. Not so much on Ashley, but I thought it was kind of cool. Again, we have our reverse Mickey mirrors for the wall sconces. Some cool wall sconces really would make this neat. And of course, you got to paint. The light white paint doesn't really work. Now let's check out this way. Now, where we just came from was the laundry room, and then the master. Oh, we don't say master. That's a big woke no-no. The primary is that way. So laundry room, primary. I never take time in garages, but this is kind of a neat one, so we're going to check this one out. Now, from the front of the street, it looks like a weepy 2-car garage. Don't love that for $4 million. But now, obviously, it's clear when you come in. This is massive. This is a 4-car garage. So you have plenty and plenty and plenty of room. So it's probably about 800-900 square feet. So we have our lovely frosted glass garage. We have level 2 charging, a 240 volt NEMA 1430 for your electric vehicles, tankless water heater. And of course we have our water softener system. Kind of a cool garage, right? If you got a big truck, plenty of room. If you got 4 cars, you can stack them in here. Just really, really neat. All right, now let's start checking out some of these secondary bedrooms and den. Crossing over here, again, the flooring is continuous. It is so echoey. We have 12-foot volume ceilings. Again, we have surround sound here, even in this den. This is designed to be an office, clearly since there's no closet. We even have electrical in the floor. So this is where your desk would be. And so this will hide all of your electrical cords. One of the weird things was this. It's pre-wired for a wall sconce, but there's not one there. There's not one. It's like a one lonely wall sconce, and I have no clue what to make of it, but it's there. All right, let's keep it moving and check out what we got. Now over here, this is kind of interesting. Oh, you know what we forgot to show? We forgot to show the thermostats. All right, right now we're gonna cut to the thermostats and we're gonna come right back to this. All right, we totally forgot to show you this, and it was so weird, I just had to show you. But have you ever seen a bank of thermostats? I don't know, it's kind of cool. So you have 4 thermostats right here on the wall. As weird as that looks, it's because the house has automation. So you're never walking here and touching anything. It's all gonna be done off of your phone. And behind this door are additional panels for that smart automation. So sorry for that cut. I just wanted you to see that because that was a weird quirk. All right, back to the show. All right, now that we saw the thermostats, let's check this out. Okay, in here, this is just a closet. It goes all the way down, but I just wanted to show you, these are the components for the smart system. So the home it's a smart home. These are the controllers for your thermostats. I'm presuming this will be part for your surround sound, et cetera, et cetera. Super exciting. All right. These are the other set of closet doors, but let's check out this secondary bedroom. Again, continuous flooring, 12-foot ceilings. We have a walk-in closet. You can see already wired for your display. But now let's check out this bathroom because this is pretty cool. Now in this bathroom, again, Mickey Mouse ears, no wall sconces, pre-plumbed. We have our dark gray counter surface, my favorite veneer for the cabinetry that's floating and illuminated. But check this out. The flooring in here, it almost looks like, it's like a tweed. It has a texture to it. So it's 12 by 24 inch. And I don't know how this looks on camera, but it's a little aggressive in person, but I love it. And it has a texture. So if you have bare feet, this is not slippery at all. And again, great craftsmanship. Seamless into the shower, and it's the same tile but just 1-inch squares to make the shower pan floor. We've got opposing walls that are like, you know, normally you have your decorative wall. These are opposing, but then we have the same as the floor on the back wall. Just a simple and super well done shower. I don't know, I'm excited about it. All right, now let's check out another secondary bedroom since we finished this one up. All right. Now, coming down this hallway, I don't know if you can tell, but we have a nice, it's probably about a 3-foot sunlight. Really nice to have all this natural light in this house. Now, this one's really cool. I would say this is probably the second suite. This is the best one next to the primary. We talked about this in the last home. I really love this veneer for the glass. So it's frosted glass, but there's transparency in every other slot. So in person, it's kind of neat because when you have frosted glass, you really have no sense of depth or what's behind it. It's just blurred out. While this is blurred for, you know, privacy reasons, you still can see enough to understand what's going on out there. I just wonder how much they can see of you in here. But love all the glass. That's wonderful. We have a walk-in closet. And now this is the lighter side of it. So again, we have kind of a textured floor, very nice. We've got our floating cabinetry, same dark counter surface and quartz. Now these wall sconces are on the walls, a little bit neat, nice. We have our toilet over there, and now let's check out the shower. So just like the other one, we have the same flooring that turns into a 1-inch tile for the shower pan. We have a massive linear drain, super elegant, but I really love this shower. It's all porcelain tile. It's just very crisp, very clean, very spa-like. Really, really, really love it. All right, guys, we have seen the entire first floor of the property. Now that we finished this, let's go upstairs and see what's going on up there, because it's pretty interesting. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, welcome to upstairs. Now, this is just one massive loft. So who knows, you can make this into an executive office. I would turn this into a movie theater, game room, etc. But this is really spacious. Now, this wall is designed to be the wall for your displays or your movie theater screen. Makes the most sense. Coming over this direction, again, more room. Maybe you have a wet bar over here. Maybe you have a pool table. Maybe this is where your office is. You do have electrical in the flooring over here. So if you did want to have a desk, you can hide the cords. I just love when you're up here, you can see the natural hillside over here since we're on that cul-de-sac. Just really great use of those windows. Now, up here, obviously, if you're entertaining, you need a bathroom. So there's one little bathroom up here. Here we have a closet just to keep whatever you need to store. And then coming in here, we have a different flooring. So in here, we have a real aggregate looking concrete floor. So it's a little bit more textured than we had downstairs. But we both, Ash and I both love this hexagonal backsplash wall. For an accent wall, this looks awesome. Love, love, love it. Again, with the dark, my favorite cabinetry veneer, matte finish countertops, and a black mirror. Very cool, very nice. Again, this is for your guests. But this is what we came for. Again, I can't express how wonderful this lot orientation is, being at the end of the cul-de-sac and how private. So let's check this out. I mean, and it's in a massive space out here. It's massive. So you could easily entertain, have an awesome party, great for the Super Bowl. Again, over here, we have a canyon. We only have a few homes that direction. Over here, you can see on the hillside, there's tons of custom homes. And then as we get down here, we have the golf course, and we're now overlooking the entire golf course, the entire Eastern Valley, and I've got partial views of the Strip. But again, this is just, it is such a wonderful space. I wish you could be here with me in person. Now, we have seen the entire inside of the property. Now it's time to finish up and see what's going on in the little backyard, and then we'll wrap this up. So I'll meet you guys downstairs. All right, guys, now we are outside. This is what you paid for. Now, first, coming off of the family room area, we have an outdoor kitchen. So we have our barbecue grill, a little storage, and then of course our refrigeration. And you're gonna need refrigeration to hang out in this pool. We've got a nice little area here and an observation deck, but one thing I wanted to discuss was above us, beautiful. I love the way that everyone's been using the wood. Now that you can use like a luxury vinyl laminate, I love that everyone's lining the ceilings with this laminate. Just gives it an elegant look. And we have outdoor speakers. So we have 2 surround sound speakers right below us. Get some tunes going. All right, now let's check out this pool. Now, first off, it's an infinity pool. So when you're in the pool, all you have is your view. That would be amazing. I wish I could put on my shorts and give you some footage from the pool, but we're gonna respect the house. All right, now we have a Baja deck here. Self-cleaning pool with our bubblers. We have a hole right there for an umbrella. Perfect, wonderful. I mean, great modern pool. Now, one thing I want to discuss as we're walking down here, they did such an unbelievable job. This concrete aggregate is so clean, so wonderful. And right now, right in between my legs, right here, it's actually on a slight pitch to the floor. This is a hidden drain. So all the water will go right under my right foot. Really such a clean look. Again, these are the features you wouldn't notice unless you were here in person. Now, wonderful modern pool, and we even have 5 bar stools. So, I mean, come on, how cool would it be to just have some drinks, sit on a bar stool, surveying your domain. Now, as we come down this direction, this is the jacuzzi that we saw earlier when we were in the primary, but check this out. This is what I was alluding to. Literally, this is where your bed would be. You can literally run from your bed right into the jacuzzi. You have a beautiful reverse infinity edge for the jacuzzi. And then over here, this is actually a fire feature. So again, some champagne, jacuzzi, you got the fire, you got the views, the entire Vegas Valley. I mean, what more would you really want, guys? All right. Well, that wraps up this home tour. I hope you guys liked it as much as I love this property. But tell me, what were your favorite features? Because there's some weird features, there's some elegant features. I always read your comments and I usually respond, so I'm dying to read those comments. Special thanks to the listing agent for allowing me to shoot the property. And other than that, we've got a lot more property tours in store. So catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.